Greetings, YouTube. Mandarin is still with us today, so we're going to film with some bad lighting and such, so she doesn't get disturbed. She seems very happy. Today I bring you good tidings. Good news for a change. It seems that the publishers of textbooks in Texas are refusing to include non-science in their biology books. They're refusing to put anything having to do with creationism or intelligent design theory, which is creationism with the serial numbers filed off. And they're also refusing to remove information about climate change, because climate change is happening. No matter how much you may not want it to happen, it's happening. Our weather patterns are getting more and more erratic because we're pumping more and more energy into the atmosphere. Yay, go humans. But this is good news. It's good to see that science is winning out over the theocratic efforts of social conservatives to espouse their particular religious views as opposed to teaching science in the science class. Now, if you want to discuss religion in comparative religion classes, if you'd like to discuss it in some kind of advanced philosophy course, I got no problem with that. If you'd like to have discussions of this in your private homes, amongst family members, or in churches and things like that, I got no problem with that. I'm a theist. Have at it. But in schools, particularly schools paid with public tax dollars, we need to be teaching facts. And the facts are climate change is real, and so is evolution. I heard a wonderful description recently about explaining the difference between the colloquial term theory and how scientists use theory. It was by Isaac Asimov, who's his books, his nonfiction books are just wonders. They're such a gift. I recommend everyone read them. I'll be doing a review in the near future of one I just finished reading. And he talks about a theory, a scientific theory, being a map. And even a poor map is better than no map. And the beauty of a map is that you can improve the map. And as you add more and more information to the map, it becomes more and more accurate. And you may encounter a problem at some point and say, hey, this map right here shows us there's something in this direction and there isn't. So you erase that section or you start a new map. But the thing is that over time, your maps get better. And they help us to understand the world around us more effectively, more efficiently. And that is important, because pseudoscience, or a pure faith-based view of the world, doesn't help us understand these things. It just says there be dragons in that direction, and that is wallowing in ignorance, and that isn't going to help us. If people are complaining that technology has gotten us into the problems we're in, say as far as climate change is concerned, you could be correct. But I can guarantee you that ignorance is not going to get us out of it. We need to have understanding, and we need to have our students with solid foundations in science and history and things like that, so that we can move forward, so that our children can compete with the children of other nations, because other nations are laughing at us. Our education system is a joke on the international stage, and we need to improve it. And letting socially conservative theocrats dictate what goes in textbooks is not going to help us. So this move by these publishers is welcome news. I'm very, very glad to hear it. I'm going to give you a little quote here. Material submitted to the Texas Education Agency and examined by the Texas Freedom Network and university scientists show that publishers are resisting pressure to undermine instructions of evolution in their proposed new high school biology textbooks for public schools. This is a very welcome development for everyone who opposes teaching phony science about evolution in our kids' public schools, says Texas Freedom Network President Kathy Miller. Texas parents can applaud its publishers for standing up to pressure from politicians and activists who want to put personal beliefs ahead of giving Texas students a 21st century science education. And they are so correct. So kudos on you, publishers. Let's put actual facts and data in textbooks and leave the theocracy for the church pulpits.